Hi everybody, this is Matt. Thanks for watching and welcome back. In my last video, I talked about concealed carry of a Beretta 92FS in a leather holster. Now this holster came from Wilson Combat. This is one that I purchased. Many people said, Matt, we like that holster and everything, but it doesn't seem to have any kind of retention. Does somebody happen to make a leather holster with retention? Yes, they do. This one right here. This comes from Beretta. And let's talk about the differences between the Beretta holster and this one from Wilson Combat. Now, I've got to admit, I do have a personal bias when it comes to retention on leather holsters. And that's just simply because of my background in law enforcement. On my duty belt, I always had a leather holster that had this type of retention. It was basically a strap with a thumb brake. And the reason that you want that, especially when you're in law enforcement, is you never know when you are going to be going off on a dead run towards something or someone. The last thing that you want to have happen is for this weapon to come flying out of your holster when you're running or otherwise in some kind of an awkward position. And so I love having a leather holster that has this type of retention, which is nothing more than a thumb strap, which allows you to come out of the holster just like that. Pretty simple looking thing, right? But a lot of people don't make them anymore. So let's talk about the differences between this holster from Beretta versus the one that I showed you from Wilson Combat. Now, both of these are similar in appearance, more or less, and actually pretty similar in price. I got each one of these on sale. Think about 20% off on the Wilson Combat, 20% off on the Beretta. And you might say, Matt, how do you do that? I get on their mailing lists. And so whenever they're having a sale on something, I get notified of sales. And if I'm in the market for something, then I will purchase something like this when they're on sale. Now, if you notice, the Wilson Combat one, it's only going to be carryable in one position because of the belt loops. Now, compared to this one from Beretta, Beretta allows you to adjust the cant. If you want a forward cant, you put it through these loops. If you want it more neutral or even slightly reverse, you go ahead and put your belt through these loops right here. But the biggest thing is the Beretta has the retention mechanism where this one from Wilson Combat does not. Now, from an appearance standpoint, the leather, it looks a little bit duller on this. Is that really an important thing to me? No. Compared to the Wilson Combat, which is very, very shiny. Now, I will say that the Wilson Combat does not move much when I apply pressure to it. However, that's not the case here with the Beretta, where I can squish this down pretty easily right here. With the Beretta, not so much. But there's a big difference also when it comes to retention. But before I get there, while I've got these two things in my hand, let me show you a difference on the stitching. I'm going to go to the back side of them. This is the Wilson Combat. This is the Beretta. See if you can tell any difference from the stitching. And I'm just going to hold them there for a moment and see how that looks to you. So it appears to me that on the Wilson Combat that the size of the thread that they're using is larger and the method used to stitch is different. So again, let's take another look and you can be the judge of that. But that's the way that it appears to me. And otherwise, if I flip them around, so you see the fronts of them, you see the differences. So this is just one way of showing you what you get. But I like this Beretta holster. Now, I'm going to hold my hand underneath this. Here's the Wilson Combat holster. So goes in like this. Now, I'm deliberately pinching this. I'm going to hold my hand like so. The moment I release that pinch, see what happens? So there's no way that I can hold this because lack of retention there. In comparison with the Beretta, now I'm not going to go ahead and even engage this strap. I'm just going to leave this like so. With the Beretta holster, there you have it. Now, just for safety's sake, I'm going to put my palm down here and I'm just going to give it a shake. Now, you see anything happening there? Nope. So there's a difference in retention. So I like that about this particular Beretta holster. So this is an option that is available to you if you want to carry a Beretta 92. Like I said, both of these holsters, one thing they share in common, I got them at a discount. So I'm kind of a discount hunter when it comes to something that I need to purchase. And that goes even down to a magazine. So there you have it. I hope this helps. Hope it gives you just a little bit different idea of what is out there. But I do like this Beretta holster. And one of the biggest things is the retention right here, because it's just normal for me to get my thumb on that to disengage it whenever I need to take it out. But number two, I do like the retention on it. And good value. I like leather holsters anyway, so there you have it. I hope that this demonstrated to you the difference and that there are options available to you. And hopefully, there you go. Just gives you another tidbit of information to think about when it comes to anything, when it comes to a firearm safety enclosing device. So until next time, everybody, have a good one, of course. Thanks for watching, and what else? Everybody be safe out there, all right?